Hello everyone, it's me, Matthew, from San Diego Comic-Con, NOLAnerdcast, and I'm here with Amanda Connor, and it's so cool. Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You know what? And I'm keeping it together. I'm professional. So
You're very professional. That's good.
So you heard it here first. She can't lie because she's like legit. I don't know.
Can't lie.
So yeah, you are one half of one amazing like duo in comics right now, and I love it. Like you are working on Harley Quinn, and that's one of the biggest books right now for DC, and I love it. It's so good. How has that been going for the two, and you specifically?
It's been going great. Jimmy and I love working on that book. She is one of the most fun characters I've ever worked on. So yeah, we're having a blast with her, and we love the artwork that Chad is doing on it. When we're doing the specials, we always like end up with these amazing artists. So we've been so lucky. I can't tell you how lucky we've been to be able to work on this book and have like all these amazing artists to work with.
And what I love is that you started as like an artist. You did Power Girl, and you did the amazing Before Watchmen Silk Spectre, and now you're kind of like you do covers and you write. How did that transition happen for you?
It happened. Well, when I did Silk Spectre, Darwin Cook asked if he's like, look, I've never been a 16-year-old girl before, and I would like to get somebody to co-write with me that has been a 16-year-old girl. So he asked DC if I could come and co-write it with him.
How did that
feel?
feel?
That was great. It was really great. And I had written before. I had written actually some stuff with Jimmy.
Really?
And, like little stuff here and there. And actually the Wednesday comic Supergirl, it doesn't have me credited, but Jimmy and I co-wrote that together. Yeah.
That was such a cool thing, Wednesday Comics, but I digress on that one.
Yeah, so I mean, it was so much fun. But yeah, that's how it sort of like snowballed. And I think Jimmy was at a retailers meeting, and he was standing next to Dan Daddio, and one of the retailers said, "Look, you guys got to do a Harley Quinn comic book. We would love a Harley Quinn comic book." And Dan looked at Jimmy and goes, "You guys want to do Harley Quinn?" And Jimmy said, "Well, let me ask Amanda." And that's how that happened. So we started writing that together.
What I didn't realize for the longest time that you guys were married, because the whole not names being the same thing.
Right.
Now, did you guys work together before that, and then it became a marriage, or have you been working since you've been married? What's the timeline?
The timeline is we were friends for like 4 years before we got together and started dating, and then we got engaged. Like, I'm trying to think of how, about, I would say like 4 years after that.
Okay.
And then we were engaged for 13 years.
Oh.
So we've been working together for way longer than we've been married. We just got married like 2 years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. What I love is that, speaking of the marriage, in Harley Quinn Zero, you guys worked that fourth wall breaking thing where she crashed your wedding.
Yes.
That was, how much fun was that?
That was really fun. In fact, the story that we were giving all the artists one-page stories to do, right? And we gave Darwin a Canada-centric story to do. It was supposed to be like Harley Quinn having to deal with like a moose and a Mountie and all this other stuff.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, exactly. And Darwin just threw it out the window and did his own thing.
That is awesome.
And that's what Darwin came up with. So my monkey keeps yelling at me, and Jimmy's heading up now.
Oh, cool.
So,
That'll be fun if he just walks up. But so you started with Power Girl. How fun is it to have Power Girl back?
Well, that's the reason we put Power Girl in, is because we loved working on Power Girl so much. And we kind of missed her, so we're like, let's put Power Girl in Harley.
She's so different in your hands.
Yeah.
When she's in the other books, she's just the super serious Superman type person. In your hands, she's so charming.
Well, she's like the world's greatest straight man. She is kind of serious, but she's got her moments. But everybody else around her is nuts, and especially Harley.
Oh,
so that's why they play off each other so well.
Now, full disclosure, I am not fully caught up on the current run.
Okay.
Have you written yet a moment where Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, and Power Girl are together?
Not yet. Wait. No.
Okay.
Not yet.
I feel like that should happen at some point.
Yeah, it probably should. Wait, I'm trying to think. Because we have been doing... No, not yet.
Okay. Because I feel like your Harley Quinn is best when she plays off other characters because she's so much fun like that.
Yeah. Well, like all the people around her sort of feel like they have to babysit her because she's so off the wall, you know? And they're like, oh, what's Harley doing now? oh, let's go get her before the building, comes tumbling down. And yeah, exactly. So
because she set the bombs wrong.
Right.
And there's all the talk is rightfully so on Harley Quinn, but there's one other thing that I love. One of the best debuts of the new DCU is Starfire.
Thank you.
Was the week it came out, it was bar none my favorite book that week, and it has remained my #1 debut of any of them. And I'm huge fans of lots of the other books, but Starfire and I bought it solely on you and Jimmy's name on it.
No kidding.
Because the previous Starfire in the Red Hood and the Arsenal book did do nothing for me.
Right.
But then I was like, oh, they're doing it? I at least have to give it a chance. And then it was amazing. So can you tell me how Starfire has been going?
Well, Starfire, we were trying to sort of bring all of our favorite things about all of the Starfires into this Starfire. First of all, we love Teen Titans Go. That's so much fun, right? Second of all is from back in the day, I used to love Marv Wolfman and George Perez's Teen Titans.
Yep.
And I wanted to give Starfire that classic flavor. Mm-hmm. She's really emotional and she's full of love, and when it happens, she's full of anger. Right. And her emotions just run from the absolute most lovely to the oh my God, let's get out of her way, she's going to kill us with a starbolt.
With the whole fish out of water thing going on.
And that's the thing is she's not from Earth, so she's trying to learn. It's like, remember your first day of school? It's like that times 100 for her.
And then I don't know off the top of my head who does the art, and I feel like I should.
Emanuela Lupacino. She's from Italy.
The visual humor in that is amazing.
She's so good.
The whole book has been phenomenal, and I know issue 2 came out while I was gone, while I was here, so it's waiting for me at home.
I know. I just signed my first 2 today. No, one yesterday and one today. I was like, oh, it's out.
It's Jimmy.
Ah, there he is.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello, baby.
You want to jump on in? Yeah. It's the dream team. Cool. That's perfect. I've never needed more than 3 minutes.
There you go. That's what she said. I know.
Hi, Jimmy.
There you go.
It's Jimmy.
How's it going?
So we just covered Harley Quinn and the awesomeness of your wedding being in issue 0.
Yes.
And we were just talking about how Starfire was my favorite debut of this entire new wave of books.
So glad you liked it.
Yes.
It's so good.
Well, what's left to say? That's,
specifically for you
yeah.
is All-Star Western. And I also love the fact that you name dropped how it was a great book but did not sell well enough in Harley Quinn.
No, yes. Yeah, you have to kind of, reality sucks, but it could be funny as well. So kind of go for if I can't poke fun at myself, then I'm not allowed to poke fun at other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what my favorite thing from All-Star Western was my favorite superhero is Booster Gold. And that whole, how did that even come about? Because that just seems like such an out there.
It's Dan DiDio. He comes up with these crazy ideas, and then we just run with them. So,
I gotta say, you handled that beautifully, though. You were like, wait, we got to do what with Jonah Hex?
Right.
But you handled it beautifully.
Yeah, well, we made it fun. I mean, I love Booster Gold, and and bringing him into modern day was fun, and it made sense for the character. If anyone was going to get him out of the past, Booster was the guy. So that was, the book was dying, so we were just trying to get 5 new people to pick it up, know?
And
it did for a couple of issues.
It pushed me I pushed it on a lot of people because I was like, look at this is batshit insane, and I love it.
Yes. Comics should be crazy.
Yeah, they don't
too many rules. Right, too many rules in comics kind of neuters them a little bit. So I think you have to kind of take a risk, have some fun.
Yeah.
Fail, which is, could be a full-time job, but you could fail at some crazy ideas. I think it's important to understand that you get lucky when it hits, and, most of the time it misses, so you just kind of roll with it.
Well, I know you have to run to a panel, so I'm going to do my final question for you guys, because we like to end on a ridiculous note. I'm going to do one because it's topical.
Okay.
Batman versus Superman. Pick your winner.
Superman. That man has to sleep.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to say Batman because we saw it happen in The Dark Knight, but yeah.
And then the more important question, and I cannot wait, speak from your heart. What wins, cake or pie?
Cake. Wedding cake, especially. Good wedding cake.
Pie with ice cream.
There you go.
I'm not allowed to pick sides.
How about cake with
but
ice cream?
Oh.
Ice cream cake? ice cream
with
cake?
strawberries in it.
So he bought me a cake for my birthday
There
this
you go. You
year.
can end on that
It was
story.
the most magic cake I ever had.
Thank you so much, Jimmy.
So you're going to head out.
And head out.
All right, Joanne's in the room. I didn't see her, but she's in the room.
Okay.
Thank you, Jimmy.
See you later.
And thank you, Amanda. So yeah, that
My
was
pleasure.
and then I'll just end. Do you want to just say how people can find you and Jimmy on the social medias?
Well, you
And
can
how,
find
how great you are on Twitter.
So you can find Jimmy way easier on social media than you can find me because I have a hard time straddling the virtual and the real. So I have the most ironic Twitter handle on earth, which is Amanda Rants a Lot at Twitter, and I hardly rant ever. I think I post like 2 tweets a year.
Right.
And Jimmy is on Twitter. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. I'm on Instagram too. But I like to just post pictures and stuff. My friend helps me post pictures and everything. So,
Well,
but yeah.
thank you so much for this.
Oh, my pleasure.
Like I said, just Harley Quinn's amazing, but Starfire is my love
I'm
right
so
now.
glad
It's
that
so
you're
good.
happy with it.
Oh, and
Yay.
then so keep up the
Awesome.
fantastic work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My
Tell
pleasure.
Jimmy thank you again.
Okay, I will.
And yeah,
Very
NOLA
cool.
Nerdcast, Comic-Con, where dreams happen.